It was, dude, like, Jumper. It was literally, like bugged out because I was on a ledge, and every time I would get up, I'd walk forward or something, and, oh my god, it's actually already, oh shit, it's already started. Okay, sorry for that. Okay, guys, here we go once more. This is actually the same thing we had in the last matchup here, but it has already started prematurely a little bit here. Apologies for jumping into it in the middle of the game. But once again, we are going to have red team taking Quarry right off the bat. Blue team will be taking, will be contesting Waterfall, and we also have the Graveyard fight engaged over here in the middle. We're going to take a look at Madman Hibba first, and he does appear to be first on the chopping block here over to Illusionary Truth's point of view, as we see him trying to take him down rather, but he is going to get him back up. Assuming Illusionary Truth is actually in a bit of trouble himself here now, as he does try to back up using his Illusion of Life to take down, and he's going to portal out, just being safe, realizing this isn't worth it. They're going to pull their teammates out, give that point to the blue team, and get a bit of time to re-engage over here at the Graveyard. And as we're seeing that fight, apologies, is still fairly even for the time being. Really, no one really has a significant advantage here, but we are about to see some bursts come in here from the play. Madman Hibba getting pretty low here. We are going to see him go down. Ghibli, however, at the same time also going down. Blue team has 2 members of their team down. They do manage to get Madman Hibba, but Ghibli was unfortunately stopped out, which will give red team the advantage here on the middle fight. No other action anywhere else at the moment. We do have the red team's Elementalist playing it safe, sort of watching Quarry just in case. They do go for that rush once more, and Madman Hibba getting really just chained down here by Waffle, so he is going to be forced to back up. Lots of confusion stacks on him, so he's going to be careful with that as well. He just managed to keep himself up, though, but unfortunately he is once again pulled into the fray here. About to take a lot of damage, plenty of conditions being thrown on him, and the rest of the blue team as well, but it seems they have held themselves off quite well here in this match once more. But he is going to go down as Waffles are yummy once more, jumps in here, but again with the, I'm not actually sure how he got up there. I don't believe it was a rally, but they did manage to get him back up there. But unfortunately, once again going down, they're definitely focusing him down. Nothing is trying his best to stop him here, trying desperately to stop him, but it does look like there's a valiant effort coming in for the blue team to get him up. Mo is going off on allied players, trying to stop him from rising up. By all means, Morpheus over here is going to be in trouble. Unfortunately, Waffles are, did manage to go down, and due to conditions, she will be ticked out. Morpheus did manage to survive that Moa run, luckily for his team. And nothing also sort of back away. So this fight, fortunately for the blue team, has really turned around for them. They were at a significant disadvantage. They had 1 member down, I believe 2 possibly. But they did manage to turn that around once again very nicely for their team and really win it in. So they are going to be taking initial control over the Graveyard point here. And we are going to see 2 members of the red team sort of come in here for a steam play on Waterfall. The question is, will the members of the blue team see this coming? And as we move over to the, just looking at the chat, apologies, as we look over at the Waterfall now. We do have them getting the decap off. Unfortunately, blue team did not see that coming in time. Red team, however, is really only interested in the decap. They get that and they pull back out using their portal. Good play, good play. It does stop points from rolling in for about 5 to 6 seconds, and it allowed Illusionary Truth from the red team to sort of come in here. Oh, get a nice amount of burst off on Waterworks, forcing him to pop his Leading Spring. Unfortunately, it's not enough burst to keep him in trouble. As we see here, the Rangers are resilient characters that have played well. They can survive quite a bit of burst, in addition to condition damage as well. Illusionary Truth, unfortunately, is getting extremely low here. Popping his Blurred Frenzy. Conditions, however, will tick him off nonetheless. And with a bit of a double pop of res utilities there, we had a Sanctuary Golf as well as an Illusion of Life. So a little bit of a unnecessariness to go in there, but they did manage to come up. Actually, to cancel what I just said, I'm an idiot. They did use the Sanctuary to sort of counter stomp, and the Illusion of Life was brought in order to guarantee him getting apologies on that miscall there. But Madman Hibba did go down. Once again, Illusion Sanctuary was used to bring him back into this fight. And as we open up the map once more, no other action taking place. This is a full-on 5-on-5 here in the middle. We're going to take a look at Waterworks, see how he's using a trap build. We don't see a lot of trap builds on Rangers, so it's not new, but it's just something you don't get to see that often. I'm actually a bit curious as to why he's in the middle of the fight. Builds like this, as well as like HGH builds, I always get a little bit curious as to why they're in the fray. Thieves as well in general. Obviously thieves need to do AoE, melee damage, but they shouldn't be in there for too long just because of the way that they can take a lot of AoE damage, as we just saw here from Waterworks. Got chained out pretty easily once he was within range of that AoE. They can take a pretty hefty amount of damage coming from one person, but unfortunately when AoE is rolling in from 2 or 3 people, there's not a lot to stop that. Over here at the Waterfall now, as red team did take control over that. We do have Crazy Eye coming in here to push it back even more for his team. It does seem like the red team is going for an all-in, trying to get as many points back as possible. If they do pull this off successfully, they will manage to get a 3 cap. However, I do think that the blue team, with their strong presence we've seen in the last game we had against them, will manage to take this point back With that in mind, I think the red team is making a bit of an error here. They are actually pulling back now. But if they had gone all in for that end wipe, they could have lost a lot of their points. So good choice backing out of there, not really wasting or wanting to lose any progress that they had gained. And they did once more actually decapture the quarry over here. Nice job by Hiba, as well as we're going to be Waterworks here in a second, coming in there to counter that up a bit and keep his team in the lead as much as they are behind. Madman Hiba is going to get delayed, unfortunately, and the burst that'll coming from Waffle is going to bring him down to 23 health. He's going to get his Elixir R down in time and be able to bring himself, but he will get himself back up nicely done by Madman Hiba. Quick reactions coming in, even with the amazing timed burst from Waffles Aryami. He was able to react properly, get his Elixir down, and bring himself back in. Waffles Aryami, unfortunately, did suffer from that fight. With the traps coming in, she did go down, managing, however, teammates were available to get herself back up. But again, she's getting extremely low here, with conditions rolling in from the Ranger. Waterworks on the blue team, really doing a nice job at chaining down these AoEs. Illusionary also about to go down here. Waterworks going in for the stomp now, and it does look like he will be able to get it. No, the illusion of life goes off, and he's managing to keep himself in this. Madman Hiba with the interrupt going off on Waffles Aryami. However, he's in trouble at the moment. Illusionary Truth needs to get the stomp off now. Waterworks also going down, but with the res will be coming in. Madman Hiba extremely low. We do have the res is coming in from blue team's Guardian now, trying their best all over the place. Illusionary Truth, his illusion of life has run out now. This is anyone's fight, and Madman Hiba is back up now, so it does look like the blue team will be, and no, everyone is still alive. No one was stomped there. Everyone managed to keep themselves alive. Excellent job by both teams in keeping themselves in that. I really studied there. That was bad. Anyway, Hiba once again moving in here, being a very offensive game by the blue team here. Definitely not wasting any time, realizing they need to play this extremely aggressively, unlike the last time where they held a steady 2 points. This is really just fights all over the place here. We have fights engaged at middle. We have a big fight engaged at quarry. Blue team, however, will be getting the capture advantage now for the time being, giving Hiba's team a bit of a leeway to give themselves back the lead. It's a late night casting. And as we see here now with Hiba moving in on Illusionary Truth, they will be taking him down. No members of the red team are close by, nothing. Gonna try and come in, but unfortunately I think the AoE pressure is too strong here. So I'm pretty sure here that we will see Illusionary Truth go down. Knockbacks being thrown from all over the place. Nothing will not be able to do much to support his teammate. And this will be staying within blue team's control for some time. Back over here at middle, H-Manelli versus Dominus Chur. Not a lot's going to happen over here, but we do have a pretty big fight being engaged in just a second here over at the Waterfall. Crazy Eye will, for the red team, will be the first to get on there. They will get some decap. I think one or possibly two ticks going on there. But Ghibli is in a 1v2 scenario against himself right now, almost instantly popping his Plague Form. He realizes he's not going to be able to take that, so the blue team needs to reinforce quickly, and just as I say that, H-Man really comes in almost as if on cue to support his teammate. Nice job, H-Man. He's got to come in here to support, and the red team realizing this is also going to back off with their Mesmer. They are going to have Crazy Eye stay on here for a little bit longer. Not the best choice. I think Crazy Eye needs to back out of here. They definitely need to reassess themselves, the red team here, and possibly just fall back, get it all in on going on that quarry like we do have now. But the blue team, resilient as ever and really aggressive as ever, coming in over here to the quarry now to go once more for the 3 cap. We did have middle get decapped, however. Red team getting a bit of a favor going on here. I'm going to take a look at Waffles Aryami point of view, see how he's trying to take down members of the blue team. A 2v2 skirmish, 3v2 in just a second as Illusionary from OP engages here. Unfortunately, Waffles did get chained down a bit here. He had to use his blink to get out of range. And he is taking still a pretty hefty amount of damage will be coming in from blue team sources. But we did have Morpheus get Moa there just as Waterworks went down. The Elixir R will be used to get Waterworks back up. And at the same time, Illusionary Truth doing an excellent job. We'll be getting Waffles Aryami back into this fight now. And as we look once more over here, we're going to change point of views over here to nothing now. See how he's faring off against blue team, choosing to target Morpheus for the time being, trying to knock out that Guardian. If they get rid of that Guardian, that's a pretty big amount of team support for blue team that will be gone. They do knock him down with the burst combo in there from nothing, as well as the Mesmer there. But I do believe they used their, and no, it did not go off. I believe a bit misclicked Illusion of Life did unfortunately allow Morpheus to go down in favor of the red team there. And again, nothing coming in there with that burst did take down Hiba, as we saw just there. There is a Sanctuary down, but fortunately for nothing, he will be able to take him down anyway. Ghibli being the next target. Nothing's on a rampage here, taking down Ghibli. It's going to knock him out here as well. Ghibli getting stomped down. Nicely done by nothing, and the rest of Team OB just destroying the blue team there in the middle. That's going to give them that point back. However, they do need to move quickly, as their door of opportunity is slowly closing here now.
Did you see that? Red team,
they have managed to decap all sources of point income for the blue team. However, they only need 51 points to win. They could win this with another last-ditch Lord Rush here. But I think they're going to play this a little bit safer this time. Really just as we're seeing here now, sending in most of their units over here to the waterfall to play safe on that. Red team realizes this though and is sending all of their sources as well over here. Really only backing out if it's necessary. Red team just needs to buy enough time in order to bring the score back to a tangible amount. Because with that 2 cap they alone at the moment, they are not going to be able to win with that. Blue team is actually all stealth right now, so they can't cap it. Bit of a misclick there, but they will be getting it back now. Red team has unfortunately been forced off that point. Going over here now to the Illusionary Truce point of view. Keep in mind as well, red team is within Lord Rush range, and I do think we are going to see it again here. Nothing and Waffles are yummy. Have chosen to engage here now. Coming within range, they will be engaging the Lord. Take down the 2 melee bosses to sort of avoid that pressure from early. We do have Morpheus, the Guardian, coming in. He will have those pesky knockbacks and all sorts of stuff to come in there. Again, Dominus Chur, the counter Guardian, will also be coming in. H. Manley will be coming in to support it for the blue team, defending this Lord successfully. Looking at his health now, if you guys pay attention to the target there, he is the last-ditch objective. If red team fails here, that's pretty much gonna be it. They need to put all of the resources on it now. We already have, and we're gonna switch right over here to Nothing's point of view. We need to see damage going off. Really nothing, unfortunately, significant going off on the blue word for the time being. Trying their best to focus it down, but the blue team is doing a pretty good job actually of sort of chaining them around, stopping the damage from going in, and it doesn't look like they will be able to do it fast enough, which once again will give our blue team here today the victory. And yes, it will. Blue team wins. Nice job by H-Man's team defending that Lord there at the last second. The Lord did manage to go out on about 50% health, but unfortunately it did not go off fast enough. GG's being thrown around. Good sports, good fights all around. Congratulations to the blue team. They took that match.